There is a part of my life many people online don't really know about. Beyond the nursing, beyond living abroad, beyond content creation, there is something very close to my heart. And that has actually changed me deeply over the years. For more than 10 years, I've been part of a mission focused on helping vulnerable children in a small community called Tsipasi in Ghana. And honestly, this journey has transformed me just as much as it has actually transformed the children. Sometimes when we think about changing lives, we imagine grand things. But I've learned that sometimes changing a child's future can start with something very small. A meal, a school uniform, a pair of shoes, clean water, or simply making a child feel seen and valued. The first time I visited with my mom and my husband, I was honestly shocked. Not because I've not seen poverty before. I usually see most African videos trending online, how they need help, all of that. It's one thing to actually view it, on the screen, and also it's another thing to experience it yourself. It wasn't because I had not seen poverty before, but because I wasn't prepared for how many children were actually struggling without access to basic needs. Okay, no clean water, limited electricity, children walking barefooted, many going to school hungry, and yet they still smiled. That experience stayed with me forever. So in this video, I want to share the reality of what we witnessed, how the MOVE project, the NGO, started changing lives, why education alone is not enough without support, and why sponsorship for basic needs like food, uniform, books, and care can completely transform a child's life. So whether this video is for you or not, please remember to stay tuned and go nowhere. My name is Nesmomo. Sometimes people think sponsorship is only about huge donations. But honestly, even something as simple as sponsoring school uniform, helping provide meals, buying books, or supporting one child's education can completely change the direction of that child's life. I still remember the very first time I visited Tsipasi with my mom and my husband. Honestly, nothing prepared us for what we saw. We were shocked that within our own country, there were communities still living in such difficult conditions. There was no electricity, limited clean water, poor access to healthcare, high levels of poverty, and many children suffering from malnutrition. And what touched me the most was the children. Despite everything, they still smiled, they still ran about, enjoying life even more than someone who actually had everything in their possession. And many children went through the day without proper meals. It made me realize how privileged many of us are to have access to things that are often taken for granted. That visit changed something in me forever, and talking about this is very emotional for me. The MOVE project's first mission was to provide clean water to the community, and I'll never forget the day water finally flowed through the taps. The joy on the villagers' face was unforgettable. Like, children played excitedly in the water, women rushed with containers to fetch clean water. For many of us, sending a tap means nothing. We see it all the time. But for such communities, it represented dignity, health, hope, and survival. That moment reminded me that sometimes changing lives starts with meeting basic human needs. So apart from we providing clean water, there was a need to also focus on education. Let's look at why it became our mission. After the water project, we quickly realized another major problem in the village. At the time, the only school in the community was small, deteriorating building with only 2 classrooms and 1 teacher. Can you imagine? About 100 kids with just a teacher. Many parents didn't really prioritize education because survival came first. It wasn't their fault. Children were often sent to the farms instead of going to school. Young children became vulnerable very early, with many ending up as teenage mothers simply because they lacked opportunities and support. Before the MOVE Project Academy was established, less than 10% completed primary and junior high school, only about 2% advanced to senior high school, and none actually progressed to college. That reality was very heartbreaking. So we asked ourselves, how do we break this cycle? And that is how the MOVE Project Academy was born. What many people don't realize is that even when school fees are free, education is still not truly accessible to many vulnerable children, because children still need food, school uniforms, shoes, books, bags, transportation, toiletries, etc. Pocket money for school. Some children came to school hungry. Some had no proper clothing. Some stayed home simply because they felt ashamed of not having uniforms or supplies like the other children. And this is where sponsorship becomes life-changing. Something as simple as providing a school uniform, sponsoring a meal, buying books, paying for supplies can completely change a child's future. Today, the Move Project Academy actually provides breakfast and lunch, free uniforms, shoes, school supplies, books, laptops, because we believe no child should be denied education because of poverty. And honestly, seeing children now run excitedly to school every morning is one of the most emotional things for me. These children now believe they can become like nurses, teachers, doctors, lawyers, leaders, and that hope is very powerful. So why do we need more support? Why am I actually doing this video? Because sometimes I'm like, did I actually venture into this mainly for this day? Sometimes I actually ask myself, why do you even start making videos? So maybe God was actually preparing me for something like this. Although we are proud of how far we have come, there is still so much work to do. One of our next major goal is to build teachers bungalow and still provide all the basic needs that we have to provide for our children. Currently, many teachers travel from far outside the community, and we have realized that these children need more than classroom teaching. They need mentorship, emotional support, guidance, protection, positive role models. Now that the community has electricity, thankfully, teachers can also organize evening classes, homeworks, weekend learning sessions. We want teachers to become fully integrated into the community because education is not just about academics. It is about transformation. This video is actually a call for sponsorship and support, and you all have a role to play in it. And I'm going to explain that at the end of the video. Today, over 200 children benefiting from this project, and we are looking at extending more, having thousands of children in the future. But sustaining this vision requires continuous support, and this is why sponsorship matters so much. Your support can help provide daily meals, uniforms, shoes, books, educational materials, safe learning environments. For some children, one sponsorship uniform means the difference between attending school and staying home. One meal can improve concentration in class. One act of kindness can completely redirect a child's future. And that is why this mission matters so deeply to me. I truly believe that real change happens when people come together with compassion and purpose. The Move Project is proof that even small acts of generosity can transform lives. And I want to use this video to thank every sponsor, volunteer, donor, teachers, supporters who has come this far. Even to people that actually reached out to in Ireland, in the US and all over. Thank you all so much. And if you feel moved to support this mission, know that your contribution, whether big or small, can help give a child hope, dignity, education, and a brighter future. Together, we can continue to change lives in Tsipasi, Ghana. Thank you all so much. If you're actually watching this video, there are many ways you can also support. One way is just by sharing this video. Other ways is by checking the link of the Move Project in the comment section where I'm going to leave it. And then you can read more about the Move Project. Donate monthly, once off, or annually. You can just decide on how to also support this great mission. If you're a content creator, please let me know if you want me to actually tag you or that you can be a collaborator of this video. I'm going to tag all my friends that I know as content creators, and please accept my invitation to be part of this project so that your subscribers can equally see this as well. If you're on TikTok, Facebook, wherever you find yourself, I'll be uploading this video fully so that you can equally help to share as well. If you want to contact me through my email, I'll be leaving my email for the Move Project under today's video so that you can contact me as well. In any way you want to, help, whether cash or kind, it's equally accepted. Thank you all so much for always coming through, and I just leave blessings with you all that are being touched to actually help. May the Lord bless all of you, and may his face shine upon you, and the Lord keep you, and may his hand and finger continue to move through all your lives. Thank you all so much, and see you all soon on my next video. Bye.